Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Oh, I just hit myself. Long time no see. Sorry, I have been very busy. I haven't had that much time to film, but I'm back. And today we are going to be doing a get ready with me, but mainly testing out this really interesting product my mom actually got me. She was like saying like one of like the people in her office loves this product and she bought it. It's actually called the Eyebrow Stamp. I don't really know where you can buy this. I'm gonna try to find it and I will link it for you below if possible, or I'll ask her where she got it and then I'll link it for you. But yeah, it's very interesting. It's like a whole kit. So I wanted to try it out for my channel, obviously, because I think that's what makes, you know, the world go around with like trying new products and whatnot. But I also figured, I was like, that's not gonna be like a long enough video. So I figured I would get ready with you as well, do our makeup together. So without further ado, if you guys want to see this get ready with me featuring me testing out this product, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I post. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. So now we're gonna put this back. So glowy skin is a huge trend these days, and I am somebody who, let's make this video like kind of like using products I haven't used in a while, / using some new products that I haven't used on camera before that I really like. It'll just be a nice little hodgepodge. But I am not really going anywhere today. In fact, I'm not leaving my house. I'm just literally staying at home. So I don't really need my skin to be matte today. And in the spirit of glowy, glassy skin, I am going to prime my skin with that. I'm gonna use Touch in Sol Glassy Skin Balm. I love Touch in Sol primers. This is what this one looks like. And I actually got this in a BoxyCharm a while ago. It's got a really nice consistency, and I'm just going to put this on areas where, oh my god, you can see that shine already, where I don't really get oily, aka like my cheeks. Like I would love that illuminated glow, and I have used this before. I do really like this product because it does give you that nice glow. Even with oily skin, you can see that sheen, but it doesn't feel greasy, it doesn't feel oily. It's not going to make your makeup look super heavy or like an oil slick. And it's very lightweight. Like it literally just feels cooling, and look at that glow. It's so interesting because this is the kind of product where I'm literally applying on areas of my face where I wouldn't normally apply like a mattifying or pore filling primer. Normally for a mattifying pore filling primer, I'm applying that like in my T-zone, and I'm deliberately avoiding my T-zone with this product because you can see already I have like a little bit of like natural glow from my natural oils peeking through. Okay, next up for foundation, I have really been enjoying the Beauty Blender Bounce Liquid Whip Foundation. So I'm just gonna use a sponge that I have right here. This is the $1 Billion Beauty Sponge. So I'm just going to take this, and I actually find that I can use a little bit more with this. So I'm gonna actually go in with 4 pumps. Normally I feel like it would be a lot, but for some reason, like 4 pumps is pretty like good. You can see it's like a perfect match. So I'm just going to dip my sponge back in, and I'm just going to blend this out. And underneath, like you can see that glow. This is a full coverage, like satin matte finish. But you can see with that Touch in Sol balm, it really just kind of laid a nice glow underneath. Done. So I'm just going to wipe this clean with my towel, literally. Next up, going in, I feel like I know I tried a lot of these products in my Sephora try-on haul, but I've really been liking them. I'm gonna use the Kosas concealer. This is in the shade 3.5, and I want to lift the eye here. This doubles as an eye cream. Also, we are in Mercury retrograde now, and I am personally somebody who is not a fan of Mercury retrograde. But I feel like they say it only happens like 3 to 4 times a year or something, and I feel like it's not always happening, but whenever it happens, I'm just kind of like, it's happening again? Like, didn't we just have it? I'm also going with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer to Spot Conceal very lightly, barely need anything. But yeah, hopefully that's not gonna get us down. I'm gonna take my sponge again, just blend out this concealer. Maybe I should do like a testing viral TikTok product video. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below. I'm sorry I'm not able to film as much these days, but I still love filming. Typically, like TikTok is where I go, and it's just like a fun, like judgeless environment. Like everyone just has fun there, and the trends are funny. Like, does anybody feel like also they had the quickest April? We're already halfway through the year, pretty much. We're in May. I had to practice April. I was in Hawaii over a month ago at this point, which is insane to me. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that, because I don't know how to feel. I'm gonna go in with the Soul Bronzer Body Balm Bronzer in the shade Medium Dark, and I'm going to cream bronze. I'm just going to take any brush that I have. Take the Rare Beauty kind of foundation brush, and I'm just going to pack this kind of all along my bronzy points. Love this. Look how easily that blends out. It looks so nice. I've never used this on my like body. Also just going to take the excess and just kind of put it on my nose. And then also cannot forget. Bronzer's all blended out. This is a dream to work with. I really enjoy it. These are my favorite cream bronzers, the Soul Body Bronzer in a balm format. If you're looking for a nice balm format, get this. It's awesome. They have a few different shades. I have medium dark, and then the Rare Beauty Always Sunny bronzer stick. This is great as well. And then speaking of Rare Beauty, something that I don't think shown on camera, but I went to Coachella for one day, which was so fun. Like, honestly, can we just talk about that really quickly? I was always one of those people that didn't like Coachella at all. Like, Coachella was one of those things, and I grew up in LA. Like, I'm born and raised in LA. And I had friends like ever since high school, like going, because you know, in LA you could just drive there. My sister has even been, and I was always somebody who like would like be offered to go, and then I would always just say no. And for me, it was because I felt like a lot of the time people go to Coachella more for like, I don't know, like the Insta baddie photos or like the fashion, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But in my mind, I'm somebody who like wanted to go like for the experience and for the music. And don't get me wrong, you could completely be somebody to go for both. But for me, I just felt like it was too much of like a, I don't know what the word is, but it just wasn't my thing. But this year, I went for one day. So my friend and I drove up for one day. He was like, we should go, like, cause he's an experienced Coachella goer, I should say. And he was like, we should go, you know, like he had gone the previous weekend. And I was like, okay, like, you know, if I'm gonna do Coachella, like for one day, like he's somebody I would trust because he knows the ropes of the entire festival. So we went, and also, you know, the day that we went, Sunday in particular, was the day I was super excited about because Doja Cat performed, or I should say she headlined, and the weekend headlined, but we also caught like a bunch of other fun sets. Oh, and Swedish House Mafia, which obviously was such a nice nostalgic throwback. Not that you care about any of that, but this was the bronzer that I wore. This is the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Happy. It's a nice cool tone pink. And I'm actually just going to dot a third dot on this cheek. You might wonder why. For some reason, whenever I blend out product, this side always looks more pigmented than this side. I don't know if it's because I start with this side, but I am just going to, this is a powder brush. I'm going to take a dense brush and I'm just going to blush up my cheeks. Now, don't worry, this will look a lot more pigmented than it actually will. Like, this looks crazy on camera, but don't forget, we are going to veil some of this out because I have not applied any powder yet. The Rare Beauty blushes are very pigmented, but they blend out really beautifully. You can see even with 3 dots, this side still looks more pigmented. I feel like I will always take blush down to the apples. I know that they say just put it on like the high points, like by your temples. I will do it all over because I love a good apple cheek blush. I just think it looks so fun. And then I will even bring it up to my nose as well. Like, I will literally just do this entire portion. I am going to now veil that with powder. So what do I mean by that? I'm actually going to take the CoverGirl Clean Fresh. Well, first of all, no, actually, sorry. I am going to brighten up my under eyes with the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I always do this separately. Like, I rarely, unless I don't have anything else, I will always set my under eyes with a brightening powder. And I feel like I want to try, like, maybe my TikTok video, like, I'll also try TikTok hacks. And what's going around TikTok right now is bringing blush up to your under eyes, or using like a pink concealer, or mixing your blush with your under eye concealer. Let me know if you've tried that. Let me know if you would be interested in that kind of video. I think it'd be actually very interesting because I am an avid TikTok lover. So I'm always trying to keep up with the trends and seeing like how, you know, I can elevate my makeup game, whatever. Gonna take the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Pressed Powder. This is an interesting powder to me, and here's why. I like it, but it has really great reviews. Love the packaging, love that CoverGirl is now cruelty-free and vegan. I also wanted to do a whole video on CoverGirl as well, because I feel like they kind of fell off for a while, but they have some new exciting stuff. And this is one of their products that has like 4.5 stars on Ulta. A lot of people love it. I like it, but there's something about it where I don't feel like I love this powder. I don't know. And my opinion can change over time, but I feel like it's very smoothing, but it looks a little bit chalkier than I would like, and I don't know how to explain. It's like one of those things where you have to like see it in person. But love the ingredients, love that it's talc free, love the packaging. Just for a pressed powder, for the price point, I think it's like about $12. It's pretty good, but when it comes to like a pressed powder, like Urban Decay All Nighter, Kosas, the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, the Urban Decay All Nighter, those are all powders I would prefer more. But this one's not bad. Like you can see my skin looks very smoothed out, but it's definitely one that I always set my face with a setting spray anyway, but it's one of the ones that even with oily skin, if I don't set it, I'm like, ooh, I look a little bit too artificial, a little bit too chalky, if that makes any sense. But it does blur the crap out of your pores, so definitely like that. And I like that they have different shades. Okay, so we have arrived at the star of today's video, the Eyebrow Stamp Adjustable Eyebrow Shaper, waterproof. Okay, so the ingredients, like you can tell that they were written by someone who is ESL, which, I mean, no shade to them. It's literally just like, you can understand what it says. So it says, use way. Open the lid, use a sponge tip to lightly dip an appropriate amount of powder and gently pat on the eyebrows or hairline. Oh, okay, so you can use this to fill in your hairline and blend in with the hair eyebrows naturally. All right, so this is what the kit looks like. You've got 2 spoolies, which, yes, we can always use an eyebrow spoolie. You have the eyebrow stamp, which looks like it's just like a twisty component. Okay, interesting. This is what I'm assuming the sponge, please ignore my nails, I'm so sorry, I'm doing them tomorrow. But this is what the sponge tip looks like. And then you have this little kit right here, magical eyebrow style. Okay, so you have the instructions on the back as well. Okay, so it comes in like a pack. So you have multiple stencils. This is pretty like, I wouldn't say common, but wow, this is so interesting. Okay. Magical eyebrow style. So basically you're supposed to pop out this middle part right here. So you have the stencil. And it looks like you basically just hold up the stencil to your brow. Eyebrow tail, brow ridge. Okay, so I'm just confused and how this is gonna work for everybody because everybody has different eyebrows. So determine the position of the eyebrow, align the dotted line of the eyebrow card with the eyebrow, draw the outline according to the gap with an eyebrow pen. Sorry, these instructions are not really making sense because they're hard to understand. Apply it evenly, remove the eyebrow card, wipe the edge. Third, after drawing one eyebrow, turn the model. Okay, so basically it's repeat the steps. So align, I'm gonna start with my left eyebrow. Here is a stamp. So we want the dotted line to be straight, I'm assuming. So this is how it would be. So I'm going to hold this down. I'm just concerned like how this is supposed to stay put. And I can't, I'm like literally blocking my eye. Oh God, okay. So, oh my God. Very light, very light pressure, guys. Basically, I'm just going to fill out this entire thing. Oh my God. No. Oh my God. Am I doing this right? Okay, well, at least I can buff this out. But look, the tail is way higher than my actual tail. It's like above my brow. Wipe the edge. Okay, so let's try this side, guys. I'm not feeling the vibes. I get the point of the tool, but I think if you have an already defined shape, like it's impossible for this to work for everybody, right? Like, am I crazy thinking that? Like, how is this going to be a universal thing? Now, if you are somebody who does not have any shape to your brows and you are somebody who wants help like creating a brow shape because you don't have a defined shape, I think this is great. But for me, like this without any product looks better than this. And maybe I'm just blessed and lucky, even though I haven't got my brows done forever. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just kicked my tripod. No, it's not gonna work. Like you can see there's gaps, and if I color the whole thing, yeah, this is a no for me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I really wanted to like this, but this is not going to work. So I am going to wipe this off. Well, luckily, you know, if I take my fingertip and kind of disperse this, I'm going to, you know what, I might as well just kind of do this side and just have it like the same amount of color down. So I'm just going to lightly do that. But I'd rather almost just kind of use a sponge tip on its own. Oh my God. No, I can't because it's too much. And then really just comb this through, but then it's so freaking messy. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup and I will be back for my final thoughts. Okay, hi guys. So I am back with all of my makeup on and I have my final thoughts. First of all, this color is way too dark. Now, I don't know, this is in the shade dark brown. However, I feel like this is more of like a black brown. Like this is a brow I would do if I was doing full blown, like smoky eyed, like needed that dark brow. Now, I tried going in and cleaning this up a number of ways. You can see that there's like gray undertones around my brows. I tried carving out with a concealer. I tried then setting that area and re-going over those, you know, non-foundation areas that I had to cover with concealer. I tried going back in with the powder around my brows. I even tried putting the powder on my brows to kind of mute the color, and that's a trick that I recommend. If your brow product is looking a little bit too dark, you can go in with like translucent powder or like a flesh tone powder right on top of the hairs to kind of mute that color the same way that you would go in, you know, with powder on your face, to kind of like what I did today to mute the blush. Now, it's still not doing everything precisely. I had to go in with a brow pencil to do the tips, and even the shape's not as defined as normal. For me, I don't know if I was the best candidate to try this out because, first of all, my thoughts is that this is not a shape that is going to work for everybody. We are all different people. We all have different face shapes, different bone structures. Now, while this is kind of like a nice idealistic shape, realistically, in my opinion, it's not going to work or look the same on everybody. It's not going to be the optimal shape for everybody. And personally for me, I found that it was a little bit hard to hold this while filling in the product. This product is way too generous. I think, sorry, it's like tilted. It's way too generous in the sense that the lightest amount of pressure will deposit like a chunk of color. The good news is that it does blend out pretty easily. You can take one of the spoolies that they provide and buff it out. But I would recommend going in with a brush and just kind of doing that. Although I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of the stamp, right? In my opinion, the point of the outline is to kind of keep everything in place so that you can go willy-nilly with your stamp and just go directly on top. Otherwise, it's a little bit too cumbersome, too many products to hold, too many steps. So that is one flaw that I personally find. Now, for me, with somebody who I guess you could say is lucky enough that I have a defined brow shape, maybe I wasn't the best candidate for this because I literally could just follow my brow shape. However, as I said earlier, if you are somebody who does not have a defined brow shape, if you are looking for a defined brow shape, this could be a product for you. Like, let's say you don't really have that many brow hairs, or you're somebody who wants this kind of shape. This would be something that I feel like could work for you. But for me personally, I don't love the color, I don't love the application, and for me, I just find that I am better off following the natural shape of my brow. So that is it for me, and now even looking in the mirror, I'm like, oh gosh, this is way too dark and way too cool toned. I need to like really go in and, oh, I need to set it with brow gel. So maybe I'll like go in with this lighter color brow gel, I don't know, and warm it up a bit because right now it looks way too cool toned. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's it for this review, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are if you would purchase this. Thank you, Mom, for buying this for me. Unfortunately, I am just not somebody who is a great candidate for this, but let me know in the comments if you are. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to give please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye.